Can we make a good Regulation G team using only Pokemon from the Johto region? Well yeah, we did that last episode with Lugia. This time though, we are going to use the other restricted mon from Johto, Ho-Oh. Look, I couldn't resist double dipping in my favorite region.
Who was it this time? It was Ho-Oh. That's nice. Ho-Oh! Let's have a battle! We gotta go!
And that's the power of Ho!
Let's look at Ho-Oh in relation to Lugia. Still extremely bulky, but less physically bulky. Significantly slower, but also significantly stronger. In addition, Fire Flying is a significantly better typing by my count. The resistance to Fairy is really nice. So how are we going to use it differently than we did Lugia? First and foremost, we are going to use it on a Trick Room team. Ho-Oh is traditionally too fast to thrive in Trick Room, but I think we're going to catch a lot of people on the back foot. Sacred Fire continues to be an amazing move. Brave Bird is huge damage, and Earthquake is great coverage with Terra Ground. Note how both Lugia and Ho-Oh benefit immensely from removing that electric type weakness. The rest of the team features a number of familiar faces if you've watched my VGC Rejects series. Ampharos and Sudowoodo have already shown how strong they can be under Trick Room, and are here to give an encore performance. Porygon 2 is our Trick Room setter for today, and we lucked out here. It's one of the most consistent Trick Room setters generation after generation. Hitmontop is here for general support, with Wide Guard and Fake Out ready to enable Porygon to set up that Trick Room. Finally, Azumarill is ready to clean up in the back. In lieu of the classic Belly Drum set, I just slapped on an Assault Vest and 4 attacking moves. And that's it. Johto V2, complete with 6 brand new Pokemon. It was really fun finding 6 more unique mons to fill out the team. But now it's time to put up or shut up. Let's see if Ho-Oh can outperform its dueling box legendary. Okay, so game 1, all evolutions. I really feel like we should be able to beat this, but I will not underestimate these sorts of teams. I've played them before, and they always have tips and tricks and treats, and it just can quickly spiral out of control. So let's focus on what we want, which is Trick Room, and having Fake Out is going to be really nice. Ho-Oh, I think, is essential. And then something just to beat Flareon. I kind of like Sudowoodo's matchup into a lot of these, but Azumarill does have coverage into Umbreon, which will be important, but I think Sudowoodo can cover. Okay. Is there anything here that we can't handle? I don't think so, and Intimidate down on Leafeon means that we're safe to just Fake Out that Jolteon. And we get a special attack raise, which is awesome. So let's Trick Room and let's Fake Out that Jolteon. I love this trainer arena when it's at sunset. It looks really nice. Fake Out comes out, just Leaf Blade, no crit. Oh, is a crit and still doesn't do that much. And now Trick Room is up and running. Here, based on how much Fake Out did, I feel really good about going for a close combat into that Jolteon. I think it should do quite a lot. And Ice Beam at +1 special attack is going to... I know Leafeon well. I've done a video with it. And it's not that bulky specially. Okay, they let me use Ice Beam. And just as I said, Leafeon is not that specially bulky at all. And let's see, if close combat picks up the KO, we are in the money. Let's see, and it does. The evolution's just not that bulky. They all have that low HP stat. Yeah, but we're just in a commanding position here. One turn into Trick Room. Yeah, we can get especially nasty with Wide Guard if we want to. Let's think. It's not the end of the world if they take some KOs is what I'm thinking. I feel content to close combat and Terra Blast. And they don't Terra, so this should be it. Let's see, Terra Blast doesn't do much. They are slower. Interesting, okay. We're min-speed Hitmontop. so I am a bit surprised. I know that Sylveon can hit lower speed. If this KOs, I still think we're in a fine position, and it doesn't freeze. So here we're definitely going Ho-Oh, and we're just gonna pick up that KO on Glaceon. Just to make sure that we stay safe, we're gonna go for Recover. They could easily tear at either, and they're gonna tear one of them. Most likely Glaceon, probably to Water if I had to guess. So this is a way for them back in. Still, even in a world where they pick up a KO, we still have Sudowoodo on the back, so again, not the worst thing. Recover. Nice. Sylveon will underspeed. Good. Hyper Voice. Does so much damage to Porygon. Sacred Fire still does a lot. Was that a crit? No, it wasn't, and we get the burn. That's great. Oh, they do have Terra Blast. I really don't think they should KO. Yeah, Ho-Oh's so bulky. How many turns of Trick Room do we have left? This is the last turn. I feel good about Recover, and yeah, I like Brave Bird into Glaceon. This covers, ooh. Wow, they get a very hard read there. Oh, maybe they've turned it around on me. Let's see, Hyper Voice comes out. Doesn't do too much. Crits Porygon, which is a real bummer. Didn't want that. Let's see, do they read me protecting Ho-Oh? That's the real question. In that case, I think we're just gonna go for the Trick Room play. They would need some crazy turn of events here to win still, in my mind. See, Ho-Oh goes down. Should have read that Terra the turn that they did it. The only way that they win is if this KOs single target, which it really shouldn't, and it doesn't. Perfect. Trick Room is up. And I'm starting to suspect that they are just specs Sylveon, in which case we should just get rid of that next turn. I think Recover's always safe. Unfortunately, I think we have to Head Smash here. So if we miss Head Smash, we lose. It's a bummer to be in a position where we could lose after such a dominant start, but what are you gonna do? 90%, we win. Because I think that Hyper Voice, if they're like specs, for example, plus Terra Blast, will KO Sudowoodo. It's not super bulky. Quick Attack comes out, doesn't KO. Perfect. We do miss Head Smash. That is awful. I am so lucky that they Quick Attacked there. And they did Terra Blast. This is just an ugly endgame here. And has dragged out for far too long. Gosh, this is just, surely there's a guaranteed win somewhere in here. Let's see. Okay, Head Smash does connect. Good job, Sudowoodo. That's definitely a KO. We've seen it before. Sudowoodo is quite the menace, and I don't think Glaceon can ever break Porygon 2. Especially at +1. Nice, that takes the KO. Okay. Really dicey endgame there, gotta be honest. I'm sure with the power of hindsight, I am going to be mortified at how many ways that I threw that, but you love to see a win anyway, and I will definitely take it. All right, Lunala. Very much shades of Trick Room here with Indeedee and Amoonguss. Primarina's pretty slow. Hitmontop, Ampharos, Azumarill, Ho-Oh. Send it, I don't know what I'm doing. No Trick Room. Surely they bring Amoonguss. That's sort of what I'm banking on. Okay, Lunala Amoonguss. We got the Amoonguss we were looking for. Everything feels like they're going to switch into Indeedee. Maybe just Meteor Beam to break Shadow Shield. Yep, and they don't switch. So we're immediately in a really bad spot. Could have just faked out that Amoonguss. It's Moonblast. Almost KOs outright. Meteor Beam comes off. And what does that Amoonguss do? We need a hit. We really need a hit here. Okay, we do. This won't do that much. Let's keep our expectations low. Shadow Shield. Would have done around half. And Spore comes out. We let Hitmontop go down. I think that's our only real option here, and we burn a turn of sleep. I wonder what speed their Lunala is. That is pretty important. Here I would be surprised if they go for Meteor Beam. No, they go for Moongeist. Okay, but they didn't correctly identify the fact that Amoonguss will not do anything, which is great. Or sorry, that Hitmontop won't do anything. And they Pollen Puff. Ah, that's really smart. Okay. Next turn, we need to put on some pressure. So Ho-Oh needs to come out. Let's do that. We will bait a Terra, and I think just a Thunderbolt into Lunala makes sense. I think it's very likely that they protect their Lunala as I protect, and they go for Spore, or just as I thought here, they'll Terrasilize Amoonguss. Probably into water if I had to guess. That's good. Yep, it is. Okay, and this opens up a lot of possibilities for us next turn. If we get a cheeky Wake Up too, that's even better. Ho protects. They don't protect Lunala. Rage Powder. This is actually amazing if we get a Wake Up. Who'd they go after? Then they went after Ho-Oh. That's perfect. Even better because now they can't Meteor Beam again. So if we get a Wake Up this turn, this is beyond massive. Come on, Ampharos. After all we've been through. Oh, and we do Wake Up. That's amazing. Okay, Thunderbolt comes out. And we pick up a one-hit KO on Amoonguss. We crit. It probably mattered. But that's huge. Their Terra's off the table. Their Meteor Beam's off the table. Ampharos is at +1. Sleep's off the table. Okay, things have gotten very, very interesting now. Surely NDD. Yes, it is. Okay. Do we double Lunala? I think we do. They're probably just going to follow me, but we can't bank on that. So let's Sacred Fire, Lunala, and Thunderbolt it. Because if they get really cheeky and they protect their NDD for some reason, again, I don't know why they would. This would be a huge payoff. Moongeist, come on, you're very strong, Ho-Oh. Full HP EVs means you survive. Sacred Fire comes out. Does alright damage, a burn would be nice. No burn. Thunderbolts does a ton. No para, and they Trick Room, and that, I would wager to say, is a massive mistake. I say we still double that Lunala. Okay, they do follow me. It depends on what speed their Lunala is. Ampharos is, I knew would be slower. Good damage. And Ho is slower as well. So that's huge. Okay. And they're probably knocking out Ho-Oh here, which lets us get in our min speed Azumarill. No, they Moongeist Beam Amphi. Interesting. Does it KO? It doesn't, because Ampharos is the GOAT. And I think that they have backed themselves into a massive corner here. Let's see what it is. And that, frankly, is not the Pokemon that you want to see. Okay, we have to just take KOs here. That is the name of the game. We're going to Sacred Fire, and we are going to Thunderbolt. And I don't know what they do. They can protect. They don't protect either. Ampharos, my GOAT from previous games, series episodes in the VGC Rejects, takes the KO on Lunala. Ho-Oh is obviously slower. We miss. And did we just lose on that? There's, oh, Ho-Oh survives on 2 HP. Are you kidding me? Ho-Oh, are you joking? That's crazy. That's a booster energy. Psychic Terrain Expanding Force. And they have to know it's over now. It all comes down to, do we miss a second 95% accurate Sacred Fire? And we don't. Almost absolutely wrecked there. But Ho-Oh pulls that one out, and that is the power of our all min speed team, basically. They could not have been expecting that. I do not blame them for thinking that Trick Room was the right move there. You love to see your really weird niche strategy, like absolutely minimum speed Ho-Oh, paying off. All right, things are looking dank as we play Dank as a mono poison team. Earthquake Ho-Oh actually looks like it might go pretty crazy here. Let's say Porygon Ho-Oh, Sudowoodo, Ampharos. Sudowoodo with Terra Grass, I think, can be a decent counter to Amoonguss, but you only get that for one turn. Because once you Terrastalize, everything is a threat. So we got to be super careful about that. Couldn't be a better turn 1 for us. Frankly, this is about as good as it gets. Unless they fake out Porygon. Let's Earthquake, Terra Ghost, and Trick Room. And put it all on the line turn 1. While also assuming that I don't KO myself with Earthquake. I don't think so. I actually have a lot of EVs in defense. This whole game is feeling really weird. See, they did fake out. That's perfect. That's step 1. Meteor Beam was not step 2. I should have protected. Damn, that's so bad. I really need a miss here. Did it miss? It missed. That is absolutely huge. That is absolutely massive. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. Okay. Quite literally as great of a turn 1 as could possibly happen. All right. Well, they have to be livid. I'm winning the mental battle. That I will tell you for free. Clodsire comes out. No fear. We're Earthquaking. We're Ice Beaming. I'm also feeling very much like they're planning on forfeiting right now. Oh, they don't. Vacuum Wave. No idea why. Yawn's cool. Slows the pace of play, but I don't think that's going to matter too much, especially when we take a KO here. Definitely not taking 2. Clodsire's very, very bulky. Earthquake comes out. This is a strong implication that they did not bring Amoonguss. If they do have Amoonguss, they just don't have damage, and it's Eternatus. Obviously, restricted Mon. The odds that they have Meteor Beam on this thing, I think, are very, very strong. So we are going to go... I think we need Sudowoodo. Let's just switch an Amphi, and we'll just Ice Beam. Ho-Oh comes out. Very obvious switch, but we just can't risk it. Mainly because Earthquake's just so valuable. Okay, they protect Eternatus, but they don't protect Clodsire, and I think that's gonna seal it up for us. Clodsire, Earthquake, so Amphi may go down here. I don't think Clodsire's strong enough, but we'll find out. No, it's not. Even crit on Ampharos, that's crazy. Ice Beam picks up the KO, and then a 4v1. Eternatus is good, but I don't think it's that good. I think it makes sense just to get the Meteor Beam damage off. And then while we still, are there only 2 turns of Trick Room left? That's important part number 1. Okay, there's only 2. I think here we could Terra Blast, we could Ice Beam, but I think Recover just makes sense. They do Terra. Now, if this is something that Meteor Beam is super effective into, that would be best case scenario. Oh, Stellar, very cool. I don't know what that's exactly for. Maybe it's they're trying to snipe off Porygon 2. Ampharos, let's see, is it an eye for an eye? Is this what I deserve? Let's see. Nope, we hit. That is tough. Gotta sting a little bit. Huge damage. Porygon recovers, and we're about to find out, are they attacking or are they Cosmic Power? Because that's pretty important. No, they're attacking. Okay, that is ideal. That should seal the game for us. Oh, this will be super effective. I forget about how Stellar works. Oh wait, no, that's not how it works. It's Stellar Terra Blast. I think Terra Blast into Ice Beam would just KO in all cases. Eternatus protects, that's to be expected. Terra Blast comes out, and does this pick up the KO? Nice, it does. Good job, Ampharos. And we pick up a 4-0 on a pretty, well, mono-type teams are hard to pull off. But, and I can't forget, we got so lucky with the Meteor Beam miss. So lucky, I should not forget that. I'm taking too much credit for what was a 10% chance that was very, very nice to us. Okay, Koraidon team is hopefully going to be the last one of the night. They got a lot of power, and Torkoal makes my life difficult. Porygon is essential. Hitmontop feels essential. Azumarill, definitely, and Ho-Oh. Top 4 feels like the best choices here. Could easily come back to bite me, but we really need those resistances into Torkoal, and Wide Guard on Hitmontop is really nice. Okay, it's not Flutter Chiyu. That I will take. Now the question is it Taunt Fluttermane? Because right now that's the only thing that really is making this look like it could be a loss. Or Trick Room Fluttermane as well. Intimidate's awesome, but it's Clear Amulet. Okay, so not as awesome, but we know the item. And we don't get a special attack boost either, so could definitely be better. Let's Trick Room, let's Fake Out, and let's go from here. Is it Taunt? On the bright side, if it's Taunt, okay, it's not, it's just Moonblast. And we lose Hitmontop, which is actually pretty nice. Yeah, I will take that. Okay, good, and we have Trick Room online. And frankly, this is as good of a start as we could have asked for, because, well, we could bring Azu in, but I think Ho-Oh makes more sense. Let's go Ho-Oh. Sacred Fires are just gonna be nasty here, and we're going to Ice Beam you, and we're going to Sacred Fire you. Because even if they bring in, for example, Torkoal, like they're probably doing right now, in Sun, this should still do a good bit of damage. And that's definitely not Torkoal. Ah, Raging Bolt. Interesting. Ice Beam comes out. Great damage. One more of those will KO. We miss Sacred Fire, which is really bad. And they Collision Course Porygon. Okay. That didn't go super great. We really wanted to hit there. And I think we have a few plays here. And I think we Terra Ground and we Brave Bird. I think we have to Terra Ground. Risking losing Ho here is really bad. I think the chances that they Terra their Koraidon are pretty high into Fire or Protect. Thunderclap into Ho is the best case scenario. No Protects also is really good. Okay. So they didn't Terra with anything, which is fine by me because we get the KO here. Good. And we should, with Assault Vest, I think we live with anything. Ho's damage by recoil. Show me electric. And it is. It's electric type attack into Ho-Oh. That's massive. We have a shot. Okay, Torkoal comes out. Interesting. How many turns of Sunlight? 2. And we know that Fluttermane is in the back. Let's see. The Terra, I think, is going to be the end of us, unfortunately. Because I don't know that we live a Terra Fire. Oh, we should have Aqua Jetted. That's bad. Tough. Thunderclap 2, yep. Does so much. And it is Eruption. That's tough. Oh, Ho-Oh lives, shockingly. Good job, Ho-Oh, but you're definitely not picking up a KO on Torkoal. Should have Aqua Jetted there. Yep, not quite enough. Only win is if they're Specs Torkoal. Yeah, let's think about win conditions. Specs Torkoal, they can't protect Fluttermane. It's our only shot here. Probably just Solar Beam though. We have a tiny chance. Let's see, are they Specs? Are they Specs? Are they Specs? They are Specs, I think. Do we live? If we live, we win. And we live, and I think that we win. Provided this KOs. And it does. Oh my gosh, Ho-Oh. Are you kidding me, buddy? That is called a job well done. Are you joking? I will take it. On 6 HP, Ho-Oh. That was a hard read of the item on the Torkoal, because only Sacred Fire was KOing that Fluttermane. Nice. Good job. That's crazy. I am more than happy to end on that. I don't know why they didn't protect Fluttermane, because they probably weren't choice on both unless they were Scarf Fluttermane, which I guess is possible. But I'll take it. Sometimes it's about the results. Better be lucky than good sometimes. And that applies in Pokemon as well. Brave Bird. Huge damage on a crit. And that is going to open the door. Not to win, but Dragon Energy makes sense. And it does so much. I don't think I could have asked for a better start, frankly. It's coaching? In what world? That's crazy. Ah, damn, and they read me. That sucks. Okay, Johto Part 2, the Ho-Oh team. And I gotta say, this team felt pretty good, actually. I play at my best when there's a pretty straightforward strategy. That's why I tend to play well with Trick Room teams. And having the pretty easy lead of just Porygon 2 into Hitmontop, just to go for like Fake Out or Wide Guard, or we didn't see Quick Guard come out, but it can be useful. And then Trick Room was a pretty easy flow chart to follow. And getting to show off some of my favorites again, like Ampharos and Sudowoodo, I have a soft spot for Azumarill, was really, really awesome. And yeah, I think this team had good synergy in the sense that it was essentially just the lead of Hitmontop Porygon. And if you get Trick Room up, then what two sweepers are you bringing in the back? In an ideal world, you'd have some nice spread move attackers, but still Sudowoodo super strong, Ampharos with Meteor Beam strong, Azumarill, Ho-Oh. They all give you options, and the type diversity amongst them, with Sudowoodo being our stand-in grass type with Woodhammer, gave us a ton of options. But yeah, Ho-Oh specifically as a restricted, I think is actually pretty good. It's super bulky. Regenerator is nice. I'm not the best at using Regenerator mons. Yeah, Sacred Fire continues to be just a really broken move. It makes Entei and Ho-Oh by extension really good Pokemon when you can just threaten a burn. It makes switching in your physical attackers difficult, even if it's a resisted move. So yeah, Ho-Oh definitely has that going for it. Earthquake is a nice coverage move. Terra Ground is a nice tech that you get in Gen 9 only, obviously, where you can start to cover those electric types that want to come after you, those rock types that want to come after you. So that makes it a nice, well-rounded Pokemon. But yeah, straightforward and bulky, but unlike Lugia, Ho-Oh feels like it has a little more muscle behind it. So that is nice. I will say, between Lugia and Ho-Oh's signature moves, I am annoyed at how much the 95% accurate moves felt like they were missing. I feel like that shouldn't happen. Also, Ampharos is just yelling at me. Yeah, I feel like they shouldn't, shouldn't miss nearly as much as they do, but sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. But yeah, it was really fun to show off what Ho-Oh and Johto in general just have going for them. This is obviously one of my favorite generations. I've talked about it time and time again. And yeah, come on, look at these designs. They're so fun. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. I think I'm going to keep doing this with the regions. I know I was going to go region by region. In theory, I have 9 episodes, but I'm already starting to build Kyogre teams with some funky strategies, Groudon teams, Rayquaza teams. I think as of now, my policy is that I'm going to go forward with it, because there's definitely a lot of Gen 7 restricted combos, Gen 5 restricted combos that I'd like to explore. Yeah, just fun team, good vibes, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, liking and subscribing helps a lot, helps the channel, will keep you in the loop on the upcoming episodes, and yeah, just thanks for watching. Whether it's your day, night, afternoon, morning, sun up, sundown, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and yeah, have a good one. Thanks for watching. Oh, this is a super majestic shot of Ho-Oh to end on. Like, this is definitely going as part of the opening sequence. Oh, and it's gone.